do a Saudi gig, but I've decided to be with you all here tonight. You can't put a price on your artistic integrity and your morals, can you? I mean, I have tried over the years, but it's never worked out. So yeah, so here we are in glorious Horsforth, the posh end of North Wales to a certain degree. It's all relative, isn't it? You know? But I thought I'd introduce myself. I'll be fairly new to some of you, so I thought I'd introduce myself. So I'm Rob Moore. What do you need to know about me? Well, for a start off, I'm a Doctor of Engineering. I have a PhD. I spent 4 years writing a book on how to model rubber. Top tip, use plenty of talcum powder and find the right time and place. Some clubs are fine with it. Tufty Club, not so much. So yeah, I was in Bradford when I did that. My laboratory overlooked Bradford's red light district. So I'd be in the lab working on how far you can stretch rubber, and outside pretty much the same. They say you can't put a price on your morals and integrity. Well, it turns out you can. £12.50 on a fairly slack sort of Friday. But so I do that. That's one thing I do. I'm a doctor. There's other. I'm not from round here as well. You probably picked up on this. I'm from a place called Barrow-in-Furness, which is the second worst accent on the bill tonight. I was worried that I was going to be at the bottom of the ranking there, and Birmingham through that, and I was all right. I was relieved. Yeah, Barrow-in-Furness, very famous for shipyards, very famous for that, and for having substandard racism. It's a poor do. We had King Charles come round to visit us a couple of weeks ago, and we booed him for not being a strong enough role model of white privilege. What the hell is that about? Deary me, you know, it comes to something, doesn't it? But there's many aspects of my life that I could talk about. There's one thing I want to say tonight, though, which is absolutely unique to me, I believe, in the Leeds comedy circuit. I am the only Methodist local preacher. So, yeah, exactly, stunned silence. So what I get to do is I get to stand up in front of a church congregation, a group of strangers who judge me in stony silence and can't wait for me to get off. And now I do it during weekdays as well. It's brilliant. Being a preacher, it's a bit like being a Taylor Swift fan, to be honest. Where I'm going, yeah. You spend all your time talking about this distant, perfect figure, who may be mythical, by the way, whose old material was full of anger and bitterness and rage, but whose new material is all about love and kindness and hope. And somebody once said to me, it's easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than it is for you to get tickets for the Eras tour. And it certainly bloody was as well, I'll tell you that for now. So yeah, local preacher, that church right across there is one of the ones that I go to fairly often. Oh, in the Central Methodist Central. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's one of mine that I regularly attend. And being a preacher, you do get a lot of kind of faith-based questions as well. Lots of tricky stuff that you get asked about faith. Like, did the dinosaurs believe in God? Can you imagine trying to crucify a T-Rex? It's never going to happen, is it? It is never going to happen. But one of the advantages with being a preacher is that you do have access to a secret stash of church jokes, because they've got to be quite safe, because you might be telling them to young kids, or you might be telling them to old people, so they're all really safe. Things like Moses goes into a barber. He says, do you want a parting? Oh, what's the difference between a church organist and a terrorist? You can negotiate with a terrorist. And how many Methodists does it take to change a light bulb? Change? They've not done change for 200 years, get out of town. What are Methodists are? I mean, it's easy to make generalisations, it's easy just to try and sweep us all up into one group, but we've got our extremists as well, you know. We've got radicalists in the Methodist Church, and if they come at you with a cake slice or a bread knife, you know you're going to be fed buffet. See it, say it, scoff it. That's what we have in the Methodist Church. So we're quite old-fashioned in some ways, but we're quite liberal in other ways. We have dry churches because some people need that. They need a safe space away from the demon drink, and some of us drink, some of us don't. We don't allow same-sex marriage. We celebrate same-sex marriage. A very subtle difference there. If we want to talk to if we want to talk about what we can do better for trans people, we go and talk to trans people, and not some privileged Scottish billionaire authoress who just so happened to write a few books about wizards. That's what we like to do. I know that's radical, but that's what we like to do. But it does come with some challenges. Crossing this divide between the church and stand-up comedy. When I did Silky's course, he said one of the things about stand-up comedy, it's half lies and half exaggeration. I'm not telling the truth, obviously. He just said that to get his money, but anyway. But I've never felt particularly comfortable with telling lies. It's a funny thing, I've never felt that comfortable in telling lies. I remember my first ever lie when I was a kid. It was, if you show me yours, I'll show you mine. It was quite sweet. We were both 10 and we weren't related, which in Barrow is quite an achievement. We went to the local football club and she showed me hers and I ran away terrified because it wasn't like the ones we'd seen in the magazines we'd found under the bushes. It was totally different. Those were the days, those are the certain generation that will remember those days. When you're walking through the fields near your house because you've got nothing else better to do, you've got no phones, children's television only comes on at tea time and then it's only half an hour and then it's only Grange Hill. So what do? You roam the fields and then you see a glimpse of a plastic bag under a hedge, and you don't think to yourself, why some weirdo left adult magazines in under a hedge. You're just like, yeah, this is it, brilliant lads, this is it. We could trade this at school for a gold sticker badge that goes in our Panini collection. This is the perfect moment. So you had all these preconceptions about what life was like. But over the years, I've discovered, as we're all the same, we all progress through a series of little white lies and indiscretions. We can go to your relatives this weekend, that'll be fine. Your act was brilliant, absolutely fantastic. No, I don't know what that stain is on the carpet. My ex, I've not thought about her for years. We all migrate our way through these little indiscretions, these little lies. Well, I've realised over years that when you live a proper full life that's varied and random, you've no need to tell lies. You can be truthful all the time. And you have been the most spectacularly good-looking, intelligent and appreciative audience I've ever had the pleasure to do my trade in front of. Thank you very much. I'm Rob.